Hey everyone, Dan here. Before you get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy.
All right, folks, here we are on Tuesday, January 23rd. We're going to take a look at NVTA today. So NVTA, you see here, getting crushed after this recent run-up. It came up, filled this gap. Couldn't hold over this like 71 level, right? It poked through a few times and then just got punched down pretty hard near that 50-ish level. Tried to bounce up toward the 60, couldn't make it. And now the run down below the 50 level. Now, there's not a lot to go off of here. I'll put a little level in here. We'll go off candle body, wick. Candle body, wick. Not perfect, and again, not a ton of price action, but we're sort of down here without much to go off of. So that's what we have. Now I am wondering if it doesn't need to come all the way down toward this 36-cent level, which obviously if you're an NVTA bull, I'm sure you don't want, unless you're a bull but you're out and you're just looking to get back in. Maybe then you do, I don't know. But in any case, I would wonder if it could get some buying pressure going somewhere in this box. It's basically right on top of it at the moment, and put in something resembling like a little 3-candle double bottom here. Not the greatest setup. It was sort of looking like that a little bit here. The low on this day was 51 cents, 51.20, 51. Yes, this was a little like a smidge below this one. So again, what I like to see on a double bottom is that second dip to form the double bottom is slightly above the first dip. So, the last one coming in at 39.60 here, if this were to push, I'd want to start pushing by at least about 40, like put up a really good fight and start pushing off that 40-cent level. So the low today coming in at 40.48, so a fraction of a penny or almost half a penny above that level. So, maybe we'll see. It's sort of at a situation where you'll probably find out sooner than later, unless it just really kind of walks across this like 42-ish level that we have and this box. If it does that, then maybe sort of teases it out for a while and we have to kind of wait to see what happens. But if it loses that and it can't put in a double bottom here, yeah, we're just sort of left with like this wick and questions, at least as far as this chart goes. So we'll see if this is able to take shape on anything, and then if it is, or if it does, of course, this 43 centish level that we have in here would be the first one to build support over, and then maybe see if it can make a run at 50. It might catch some heat around like 45-ish, might be a little bit tight, and then also again at about 48. So on the approach to 50, maybe get a little bit sticky in those areas, but I don't want to clutter up the chart too much. And we can always, if it puts in a bunch of price action in there, we can add some levels because it won't look so cluttered in that sense. But flipping over here on the think or swim study, we see trigger, fire, set off this crazy chain of events, and then a new trigger here, set off this big plummet and pushed out of the bottom of the channel. Now it's sort of like really just hanging on, trying to hold on, sort of treating the lower bound of this channel as downtrend support, what I sarcastically call downtrend support. So it's just kind of walking it down. It's staying within the channel, but the channel being completely downturned, right? You see the upper bound of the channel, like all of these lines on the channel that make it up are all pointing downward. So yes, it can stay within the channel, but that doesn't mean that it's stabilizing its price. The way that the channel is situated, it's still just sort of rocking the price down step by step by step by step. So we'll see what happens there on the histogram. It's still showing that it's building the bearish momentum. So if I'm an NVTA bull, I want to see it get some motion in here up toward the mid-range of the channel, like much sooner than later, because that will start to flatten this out a little bit, and then it will give it a channel at least looking a little bit more like this, where if it stays within it, it's at least sort of moving sideways and giving it an opportunity to maybe, build something. I don't know how far back we have to go, maybe build something like we saw here, where it's able to get some motion up toward the mid-range of the channel, and then, got a big push up there, pulled back a little, but then got a really big push up here. Obviously, since then, it's been a catastrophe, but, it at least gives it an opportunity to build something and sort of thwart this incessant downtick, candle after candle after candle. So we'll see what it's able to do. First thing I would look for is the dying off of this bearish momentum, which for the time being looks like it's still picking up. So getting some yellow candles in like we see over here would be sort of first and foremost to making that happen. All right, folks. I hope that your trading week is off to a good start. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.